Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about all the books that I'm going to read in September. Is it going to happen? Probably not, because it went out of hand like so badly, but still I'm going to show them to you. So first, I still need to finish a couple of books from last month. I'm suffering a lot reading this. I've stopped reading anything else and I'm just focusing on this because it's gigantic, even though it might not look like it, but it's more than 1,000 pages. So, and it's also very emotionally heavy. So it's been alright. I've been reading it for 3 days. I'll finish it today. I'll talk about it more on my wrap up. I also need to finish these two. I'll be continuing them once I finish Picking Bones, because I've been really enjoying both of them, especially the Rave. But yeah, I'll talk about them more next. So for my official TBR, I told you that I was going to reread Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan, and I'm 100% going to do it. This is a military fantasy. It's also gunpowder fantasy, was it called, the subgenre, basically because even though it's a fantasy setting, they have muskets. It's very reminiscent of the French Revolution. In fact, you're going to follow a general that decided to commit a coup and take down the king, and the royalty is very messy. We also have another character. The magic system in here is fantastic, but yeah, I cannot wait to read this. I've also gotten the short stories because I haven't read them, but yeah, so it's finally happening. I'll be reading Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson. I'm a bit scared. Honestly, I have no clue what this book is about other than fantasy, because no one seems to talk about the plot of this book. They only just love it, and in a way, then I just want to do that. Not knowing much, just go into it. But yeah, this is also gigantic. At least almost every single book that I've chosen has an audiobook, so I can kind of manage it, but this doesn't. So I will read it physically along with the other two that I showed you and a couple more that I have here. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. And then because I've selected a super chunk of fantasy books, I decided to go with something a little bit lighter and a bit shorter. This is Severance by Lena. I've owned this for a bit. I've been really interested on it. If I remember correctly, it's kind of a sci-fi, but it has a twist to it. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's post-apocalyptic. I'm just so excited. I just love that. Post-apocalyptic is my thing, especially if it's post-virus or something like that. But yeah, I needed something light between the middle of all this shit. So I also needed to read this. I was already excited, and then I saw Leslie's review, The Ninth Reign. It sounds amazing. I'll link her review down below, but man, I'm just super excited. I had a very wrong idea about this book for some reason. I thought it was kind of archaeology related, but it's more an exploring type of thing for what I've gathered from the synopsis. I don't know, but it sounds like I'm going to love it. Apparently it's very weird, so fingers crossed, but I think I'm going to love it. I'm just excited about this one, especially this one. So for the dark fantasy book club, the Obsidian book club, I'm going to be reading Norylska Groans along with you, and this is a self-published book by Michael L. Fletcher, which is one of my favorite authors, and Clayton Snyder. I haven't read anything by him yet, though I have several books of him on my TBR, but honestly, I really don't know what this one is about. I've heard great things about it. I think it was a contestant from SPFBO, if I'm not mistaken. But I was going to read Joe Abercrombie this month, The Age of Madness, but apparently we need to read the standalones first. So next month I will just nominate Best Served Cold, and this month we will be reading Norylska Groans because it was the second most voted option. So yeah, join us. I will leave the link of the Discord down below. As I told you several videos back, I will be reading The Desert Prince by Peter B. Brett. Oh my god, I'm a bit scared. This is a continuation to the Demon Cycle, which is one of my favorite series of all time. I love the series so much. It's basically set on a world where every time the sun sets, monsters come out of thin air basically, and they attack you. They are based on different materials depending on the part of the world. If you're in the desert, they are sand based. If you're in the woods, they are wood based. It's just so cool. There's a lot going on. There's mind demons also. It's so much. And this is a sequel series, which I don't love sequel series. just stick to that series and then have something else, but not like a direct sequel, you know? I don't know. It's definitely a direct sequel. I'm a bit scared. Love the cover though. This book is fucking beautiful. We'll see. Then a bit of sci-fi. I will be finishing the Protectorate series. This is Catalyst Gate by Megan E. O'Keefe. This one was actually gifted to me by Chelsea, so I'm extra excited to read it. But yeah, I love this sci-fi series. In the first book, you're basically going to follow this girl, and she was up in this enemy ship, and the thing is, I think it's 200 years have passed, the war is done, and she has to figure out what the hell happened, basically. We're also going to follow her, like her brother, several years prior. It's just super good. I love this series so much. I cannot wait to see how it ends. Like, I'm so excited. I'm also a bit scared because it's one of my favorite sci-fi series, so I want this to be like a huge finale. We'll see. Continuing with the sci-fi, House of Suns by Alistair Reynolds. I read Alistair Reynolds at the beginning of last year. Was the end of last year? I don't know. But I started reading his books. I owned several of them already. He is a master in sci-fi. And I really like Revelation Space. I wasn't a huge fan of Redemption Arc. So now I want to try like something else. I also want to read Chasm City. That will be the next one. But yeah, for now I'll be reading House of Suns. Honestly, I have no idea what this one is about. It was super cheap and I grabbed it because I knew I liked the author. So we'll see. I have the feeling there's going to be a space opera. At least I hope so. But yeah, I'm very excited to continue reading his works. I'm kind of ashamed of this, but I haven't really read this book. This is No Crush by Neil Stephenson, which is like a staple in sci-fi. I haven't read it. I'm so sorry. I really like Neil Stephenson though, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be great. This is a classic that came out, I think it was in the 80s, in the 90s, somewhere along those lines. But everyone who really likes science fiction has told me that this book is amazing. So I'm really excited to try it. Apparently, it's virtual reality related with a drug of some kind. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, we're trying this one too. There's definitely no fucking way that I managed to finish all these books because I still have like 5 more left. Another book that I don't know anything about but I've heard incredible things is Red Barn Skies, which I have on Kindle and I will be 100% starting soon because it has me so intrigued. I know there's dragons. That's mostly what I know, but every single one of my friends who has read this has given it such a good rating that I want to try it. That's it. I just saw it and I was just like, okay, I'll try it this month. And it's also self-published, so great. But yeah, literally no clue other than there's dragons on it. I'm a mess, I know. But we'll live with it. Then the other book that I will read will be 100% reading physically because it doesn't have an audiobook, or at least I cannot find it. This is The Secrets of Jin Shei by Alma Alexander. I've been really excited to read this book. Apparently it's about a group of women that they basically are the Jin Shei. It doesn't matter if you're low class, high class. They're all there supporting each other. They exchange secrets and stuff. Sounds so fucking great. Sounds so good. I'm really excited to read this. I got this for my birthday from some of my friends. So yeah, this needs to be read this month, 100%. Like, I'm super excited for this one. It sounds so good and I've been interested on it for, I don't know, like a year or something. Then I don't promise that I will start this one, but I will try it. It's the one that I'm less interested in from this stack, but because I own the entire trilogy, which is something that I usually don't do. Like, it's very rare for me to buy an entire trilogy without having read the first book, but I did it 2 times. Both times I didn't read, oh, well, I'm lying, I did it 3 times. One was the First Law, which is okay. I didn't love it, but it's fine. And the other series was this one. The Ryria, I have no clue how it's pronounced, Revelations, which everyone likes or used to like. Like, nowadays, I don't hear people talk about this series. A couple of years ago, it was very popular because I think the author was getting out some books set in the same world or a sequel series, Age of something, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm quite interested on it, especially because apparently, like, the relationship between the 2 main characters is super cool. So I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I own the entire trilogy. It's somewhere, it's down there, because I just put here all my TBR books. That's what's different, by the way. I just put over here every single book that I haven't read. It's only these ones, like, I'm pretty happy about it, honestly. But yeah, I'll try this one, but I don't promise anything. Then finally, I'll be finishing The Discord of Gods. This is the last book in A Curse of Dragons. Angela said that it was fine, so I'll try it. I don't just want to finish some series because I feel like this year I haven't finished anything, so I need to start doing it. But in A Curse of Dragons, you're going to follow Kieran, and the thing is, he's imprisoned by this shapeshifter, and he tells you his life story. The first book is fucking great. It has a lot of work with timelines and shit like that. I love it. It's still my favorite book of them all, but every single one of these is very particular. The thing is, I wasn't a huge fan of the last one, so I'm a bit scared of reading it, but it's time. It's over time. Then, one book that I've owned for a bit, and it always gets my attention. I don't know why, but I think it's because of the cover. It just like reminds me of video games. So I really want to try this one. This is The Forgotten Moon by Brian Lee Durfee. Yes. He also has a YouTube channel. I will link him down below, but I've been very excited to read this. This is a fantasy, like an epic fantasy apparently, and I saw it on Alex Neves' channel if I'm not mistaken. I had already seen it before, but his review really like caught my eye and made me buy it. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know, I have a feeling that I'm going to really love this series. Apparently it's also pretty dark, so I'm extra excited. But yeah, currently there are only 2 books out if I'm not mistaken, so I'm able to catch up. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Yes, there's an invasion. And trying to conquer the last city. Oh, I just love that trope so much. And kind of the last book that I have for this month, this TBR is so fucking big, is 20 books. 20 books! There's no fucking way I read 20 of these books. Well, in January I did read 24 books. But that was because of SPF. We'll see. But the last book is going to be The Monster by Cormorant by Seth Dickinson. I've loved The Traitor by Cormorant 2 times already, and I think it's a super genius fantasy series. Like, it touches on so many different subjects. It's very dark, and I just really want to continue. Honestly, the first one is about this emissary and this empire. Basically, this empire is conquering everything. She grew up in a conquered state, basically, and she rose to become one of their agents, and now she is stationed. It's so weird. But there's also a lot of politics and a lot of management here. So if you like that, you're probably going to really enjoy it. It's very like slow paced, but I just really want to read book 2. I think currently there are only 3 books out, but it's going to be a full 4-book long series. So I'm excited, though I'm a bit scared about it. Kind of the last book that I really want to try and read, but I don't think my copy is gonna get here in time. It's going to be Babel, obviously one of my favorite, like, not favorite, I hope so. One of my most anticipated releases for this year, but I get it from Blackwell's, and it takes like at least 2 weeks to get here. It's already been shipped, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it. If it makes it, I'll probably just read it first because I'm really excited about it. But yeah, those are all the books that I'm going to read. Have you read any of these books? What's your TBR for this month? Please just let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. And also on the Discord if you want to join.